Ladies, if part 1 revealed what energetically happens to him, then part 2 reveals what starts happening inside his mind, his emotions, and his life, even when he doesn't show it. Because men may act strong, silent, or emotionless, but spiritually, energetically, and psychologically, they react far more deeply than you think. Let's go even deeper. 1. His mind begins to feel your absence and your presence at the same time. This is something men never admit. When a woman thinks about a man intensely, not desperately, not obsessively, but emotionally, soulfully, she enters a quiet part of his mind. Even if he tries to distract himself, even if he's busy, even if he acts like he has moved on, he will start feeling a strange mix. Why am I thinking about her suddenly? Why do I feel her energy today? Why does her presence feel so close? He may not reach out. He may not say a word, but he feels you. And ladies, men don't feel things they don't actually carry inside them. A man only feels your energy if your soul touched a part of him he wasn't prepared to lose. Your thoughts do more than reach his subconscious. They stir the emotions he tried to bury. 2. His heart starts remembering what his mind tried to forget. Men are experts at running away. They distract themselves. They stay busy. They pretend they don't care. They convince their minds to move on. But the heart does not follow logic. When a woman thinks about a man from a place of deep emotion, her energy reactivates the parts of him that were once alive because of her. He remembers her voice, her softness, her presence, her energy, her warmth, the peace she brought, the chaos she calmed, the version of himself he loved when she was around. A man may leave a woman physically, but emotionally, his heart never leaves the place where it once felt safe. Your thoughts awaken his buried feelings like a quiet knock on a closed door. Not loud, not dramatic, just soft enough that he can't ignore it. 3. His soul starts feeling pulled toward you, even if his ego resists. This is where the real spiritual reaction begins. A man's ego can ignore you, but his soul never. When a woman thinks of a man with real emotion, a soul-level thread begins to vibrate. He may feel sudden anxiety, sudden warmth, sudden nostalgia, sudden longing, sudden silence, sudden confusion, sudden memories, sudden dreams. He won't understand why. He might even tell someone, "I don't know why I keep thinking about her again. Something feels off today. I had a random dream about her. I suddenly remembered something she said." It's not random, it's resonance. Your soul is calling his soul, not for attachment, but for clarity. Sometimes clarity to reconnect, and sometimes clarity to release with a peace. 4. His life begins to shift in small but strange ways. Ladies, energy does more than create emotion. It creates alignment. When a woman thinks about a man with intensity, his environment reacts too. He may hear your name, see something that reminds him of you, run into mutual people, hear a song connected to you, get dreams he can't explain, feel emotional waves for no reason, randomly think of texting you, feel pulled to check your social media, sense your absence like an echo. These tiny signs are not coincidences. They are the universe nudging him. You're not done learning from this connection. 5. His soul starts feeling the difference between love and attachment. This is the deepest part. When your thoughts reach him, his soul begins evaluating the truth. Was this just an emotional habit, or was she truly meaningful? A woman's energy can force a man to confront his feelings, his guilt, his regrets, his love, his mistakes, his avoidance, his fears, his unresolved emotions, his unfinished lessons. Your thoughts become a mirror forcing him to see the parts of himself he tried to hide. Some men run, Some men wake up, some men heal, but all men feel something when a woman who touched their soul thinks of them deeply. 6. His energy shifts. He feels you letting go or holding on. Ladies, here's a secret most women don't realize. A man can feel your energy deeply, instantly, even when you think you're hiding it. He can sense when you're clinging to him, desperate for attention, when your heart aches, even if you don't say a word, when you're thinking of him constantly, silently hoping he'll notice, when you're finally releasing him, finding your calm. A woman's emotional energy is a silent superpower. It touches him in ways words never can. It affects his stability, his emotions, his mood, his confidence. If your energy is heavy, he feels it like pressure weighing him down. If your energy is soft, he feels a magnetic comfort he can't resist. If your energy is detached, he feels your absence like a void he can't ignore. And here's the moment that stops him in his tracks. When you truly let go, when you find peace, he feels it deep in his soul. A sudden, undeniable shift. That's when reality hits him. She's not thinking about me anymore. She doesn't need me. She's moved on. And that moment, that terrifying, soul-stirring moment, scares him more than anything else in the world. Final message. Ladies, there's something magical about a woman's heart. When you can't stop thinking about a man, you don't just create thoughts. You create an emotional vibration that moves through silence, through distance, through the space between two souls. And yes, he feels it. Not because you're desperate, not because you're weak, but because your heart connected to something that felt genuine, something that felt alive. But here's where your true power lies. The energy you carry speaks louder, travels farther, and impacts deeper than any words you never said out loud. So think with intention, feel with awareness, love with wisdom, not fear. Because if he is meant for your life, nothing will block that path. Not distance, not silence, not time. And if he isn't, your energy will gently pull you forward towards someone who meets your depth, matches your soul, and loves you with the same intensity you were willing to give. You don't lose when you feel deeply, you evolve, and your heart always leads you exactly where you're meant to be.